ready for tonight's gameplay, and we're in Rockla. Rockla, yeah, Rockla. All right, sorry, it's out in Reaper's March, in the Reaper's March zone. And let's see, I think that we're going to queue for a dungeon this evening. But let me go ahead and get into some activity for us to do in the interim, because it always takes just a little bit to actually get into a dungeon. So going into my journal, quest, and we still never finished the rest of the Dark Anchors from yesterday, so we have 2 more left to do. So I went ahead and set that as our thing to do. And okay, gonna head out right now. It'll take us just a minute to get there. And let's see, Stonefalls is right up here. And let's see, there's one Dom in there, or Dark Anchor, the same thing. One there, and where's the third one? Ah, all the way there. Okay, it's in an annoying position. So this one it is. I'll go ahead and mark that real quick. Alright, traveling. And while we get ready to do that, I'm going to put some stuff over into the platform real quick. And we are just loading up as I speak. Waiting to land. Okay, there we go. We are in. Alright, so I can hear the dolmen. So it looks like it's active. Oh, come on. Finish loading in for me. Please, oh please, oh please. So I actually have a wicked fast connection, but sometimes the ESO server takes a minute to decide that it's going to actually do what it's supposed to, and so it gets a little laggy. Especially since the new update to elsewhere, everything has been a little funky. So I think everybody's been having the same issues. But I don't want to go in and start killing things. Looks like somebody else already has, so I am just late to the game. Okay, there we go. Wow. Come on. So I can hit the buttons all I want, but until it decides it's going to let me do what I need to do, it's going to be a little funky. Yeah. Not cool. The good news is that at least... Oops, that's a person. Okay. We will have already gone this far, so we'll get credit for running this particular Dark Anchor. Oh, there we go. Now it's all caught up and all loaded. Yay! So...
While the prey was distracted, the
come
predator
on.
prepared to strike.
Question is, who is the predator and who is the prey? I don't think it's what he thinks.
Pointless. 10 anchors drop for each that is destroyed.
One. Okay. There we go. There's the chest. Okay. Got all that. I'm gonna come up here, grab these mushrooms, and let's see. So, go to Activity Finder, Dungeon Finder, Random, and now we are all queued up. Yay! So, easiest way to do this is usually to hang around into the vicinity until this respawns, and we can actually, I know it says 2 out of 3, but we can actually just keep running the same Dark Anchor over and over again. And you saw where the others are located, so this is probably the easiest way to do it. And that way we can turn this in. Aw, poor little Kwama worker. It's all dead. It go boom. And disappearing Kwama. So I like coming out here because sometimes I can get script jelly. So just looking around. Anything? Not really. There, I knew there was a merchant. Yesterday I was like, I know there's a merchant out here. So this is some of the silly things we got just now. And I don't want to get weighed down with all of it, so just selling off what I don't need really quick like. Because again, we are just waiting for that to respawn, and there's no reason not to. Only a few items here, but hey. Never hurts, it really doesn't. Alright, there we go. Okie dokie. So little to kill out here. It's kind of ridiculous. Clunk, 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 clunk. Yep. There we go. Ah, there we go. Die, buggy, die! There we go. See, it's grape jelly. It's grape jelly. It's grape jelly. Yep. Alright. So... And you can see other people are actually just waiting around for this thing to do its thing, and... Yeah, just like us. Doing just a little bit of exploring. Really, I'm just looking for things so that they will die, and... Yep. Like that one right there. Yes, there's a definite lack of things to die. And that sucks. Okay, hopping over rocks. He's gonna get that. Yep. Nope. Haha. My dragon thorn. Really? Yeah, that's better. Peace-loving Kwama Squib is dead. And Lady Smock. It's already dead. Oy. So yeah, everybody's doing the same thing, so even though there was just a few things to kill, there's even now less things to kill. Joy. See that one over there? Whoops. It's already gone. Disappear. Okay. I just need one more round of that dark anchor and we will be good to go. I'm gonna go turn in this quest. Again, this is a quest for the Fighters Guild. I had the silly idea that it sounded like a good idea, and so I grabbed it, and now I just need to get through it. So it's easy enough, just waiting for things to do what they're supposed to so I can complete it. So let's see. Ancestor Silk. Yays. So farming always is something that's normally very relaxing, but the resources here are kind of scattered if you ask my opinion. You didn't, but I'm giving it anyway. So, but it is something that we can do while we wait. So that is why I'm going through. Let's see. Not really that interesting. Nope. I mean, you can steal it. It's just dead weight in your bag that you normally have to delete anyway because it's just not worth hanging on to. So, Not my idea of a good time. Okay, here we go. And going out here, please let this load soon. It would be very nice. Or how'd you get all that scream jelly? Yeah, now you know how. Waiting around for a dark anchor. Yep. Let's see. Honestly, it shouldn't be too much longer. These things do respawn on a cycle, so we're just waiting for them to decide that it's going to go ahead and spin up. And as soon as it does that, it just takes a few moments to kill. See, it's going to disappear on us, and I know it. It's going to let us kill it. Yes! So often it just disappears. And you're like, where did it go? And it's just gone. So I wonder if we can... Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's what happens when I'm bored. People die. Wonder how many people I can take out. There's one there. You gotta find the ones that are kind of standing off to their own and not paying attention to anything. You pick them off one by one. But I'm gonna go for this ore first. Let's see. Just like that. One by one. Oh, they're together. You need the loners. So I'm detected by something. What am I detected by? Oh, these guys over here. Okay. Let's see. If I get really bored, I'll just start killing them off wholesale. Because I can. Oops. He's there. But look. Hey, do I know that recipe yet? We'll find out. Yep, I already know it. Okay, so we're just gonna delete that. La-da. Whoops.
If I turn you in, do I get your bounty?
Doubtful. Let's see. Oops. There's a few things out here. I'm gonna go back and kill some more people in just a second. Just waiting for the heat to die down. If you look over on the left-hand side, I think it's almost there. Yep. So we should be able to go kill a few more. That's funny. Doesn't even have detected, but they don't even seem to notice. Whoops. It won't give it to me. Okay. Let's see. Coming around. Oh, look, it's someone unsuspecting. There we go. Whoops. Dungeon's ready. Let's see if I can sell stuff off real quick. Come here, kitty cat.
One cannot.
We're still at the ready check. Trying again. Okay, pending on a healer. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Healer, healer. What's it gonna be? Oh, come on. Forming group. Okay, here we go. Cute again. Really? Oh joy, Imperial City Dungeon, or prison. I hate this. We keep getting stuck with the same thing. I don't really know why. Maybe they're just gonna force me to do it until, like, I can't stand it anymore. I'm just putting it into the chat window so that everyone knows what I'm running, and then whenever I go back, I can actually see. I'm like, oh, I ran that, and it just kind of reminds me. Okay, so let's see. Here we go, eating. There's that. Wow, I'm already out of stamina. Really? Ah, come on. Okay, what is going on here? Well, we should be good, so don't know. So, being the way everybody is actually doing this, I don't know if they are familiar with this dungeon or not.
My eternal thanks.
Free at last.
I owe you my life.
So just waiting for everybody here. We'll see how the first boss goes. Doesn't go well, then I'll hang on for a little bit just to clear out and then leave and requeue, because if they don't know the mechanics, this could be a bit of a problem. We'll find out. So I just seem to be a little concerned over how long it's taking us to kill through. Okay. Let's see. Cool shards. Come on, break. Wow. The other thing is I might have to also change my controller in just a second. Really don't want to use my potions if I don't have to. Okay, coming in. Okay, so I'm gonna actually trade out real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
Intruders.
There we go. Alright. So this is actually a better controller for me, so gives me a little bit more better response. So when I get frustrated, this is normally what I do. Just making sure it's not something I'm doing that's causing the problems. I know some of you can't really see this who are watching, but because it's something that you get over here. But there's a lot of different buffs that you get, and it just seems like I'm burning down unusually fast. Breaking him. There we go. Okay. Our healer is already down. I don't even see where they're at the moment. I'm looking. Okay, so I think somebody just rezzed him. Okay. There we go. I'll come in here. Blessed shards. Okay. Breaking. Blessed shards. There we go. Igniting. Go. Break. Okay. Here we go. Let's focus on this harvester for a second. Okay, there we go.
Flesh sculptor is your next target. Go. His laboratory is
Okay.
just up ahead.
Yep. Pretty sure that they are not used to running this dungeon. Otherwise, whoops, here we go. Come on, guys. There we go. Let us get a nasty surprise if they don't get this flush out to knock down, though. Because if it enrages, it just kills. Ah, come on. It's gonna get real interesting in a second. Up. Oh, yeah. It enraged, and that kind of said what I needed to know. We'll finish this out, and yeah, that should have never, ever, 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 ever happened. What is taking us so long to take this thing down? And, okay, so for anyone who is watching, the issue with this is that when one of the bosses spawns a bunch of these flesh atronachs, and so you'll get like a ton of them, and if people are not capable of actually taking this down, then when you have 10 or 20 of them, you know, going around and you have to take them all down, you're not going to be able to do it. So at this point, this group doesn't have the right gear or something. That maybe they're PvPers. Who knows? Because the gear is just different and they might not be able to do the things that they need to. So I am going to actually leave group because there's no way this is actually going to work. If they can't get through this part, we got serious issues. Very, very, very serious issues. But yeah, something there is completely amiss. But anytime you get into these dungeons, you know, if you get a good group, it's a pretty easy run. Well, not easy. It's always a little bit challenging because any of the DLC stuff is, but it's not difficult. Um, it's just not brainless. But if you don't know the mechanics or you get a group which is not outfitted properly, sometimes they're not doing the type of damage that they need to. With Imperial City Dungeon, sometimes you get folks that are more into PvP than they are into PvE, and the setup is very different. So, whereas you might do really well in one, the same armor set and the same setup is going to do very poorly in the other, and you're just not going to be able to do the kind of DPS that you need to. So, doesn't mean they're bad players, doesn't mean any of that. It's just the wrong setup and maybe not the experience that to know that they need a different setup for it. Just because you're a higher level player doesn't mean that you've done all the content. There's lots of people who do just PvE. There's a lot of people who do just PvP. You know, I myself, I spent a lot of time doing PvP in a different game and kind of got sick of it. So, I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't go into this until I was of a fairly high level. So, I mean, my plan is to be 8-10 and then to go into it, but if I find the right group and find the right people, that doesn't mean I wouldn't go into it now, you know, because I'm definitely, my level I think is more than sufficient to try and go in and be able to actually kick some ass. So, and I enjoy stalking people and taking them out. I mean, I think that's a lot of fun, and I'm really game for that. Let's see. Let's do this. Whoops. Now, just as a note, you see how quickly I'm taking that out, that flesh Atronach. It's a little bit different than the ones that we were just looking at. So, those were veteran level, and a little bit different altogether. But two people who are equipped to handle that dungeon should be able to go through. Two of your DPS should be able to easily handle that. And the issue could have conceivably been also the healer, and that's always like, let's blame it on the healer. No, sometimes, or even depending on the type of take and such, there are different types of buffs that can be thrown, which really help empower your group. And see, coming in here, sorry. But if you aren't getting those group buffs, then that can cause a problem too.
The farms and their
Okay.
trinkets. It is weakness to rely on toys for strength.
Just burn this down real quick. There we go. Here we go. And that is the last one that we need there. Very cool. So I'm going to come up and grab this platinum seam right here because I've been having problems finding a lot of platinum, and this area just seems to have it, so just like an added bonus there. But let's see. So I'm getting ready to go turn this quest in, but I'm also gonna go and queue for another dungeon, and hopefully this time it'll be a bit better. And that's also one of the things with the random dungeons, is that you never really know honestly what you're going to get or who you're going to get grouped with. Sometimes you get awesome groups, other times it's questionable. And on the veteran dungeons, the other issue is that sometimes you get underpowered or underleveled players that just they really want to. They have all the heart, they have the skills, but they literally just don't have the champion points or the CP points available to be able to actually go through and do it. So there are some serious breakpoints when you start putting in CP points or champion points. But whenever you start going up in levels for that, I mean, I know it's only 50 levels, but champion points, in my opinion, are still kind of like levels, and they still greatly enhance your character. But if you're under 300, there's just almost impossible for a lot of them. And if you're for some people, that breakpoint doesn't come until they're at 500. So, depending on their character and their build. But you know, you get people who are like, okay, 160, and they just got there. Oops, clemency. There we go. I forgot I still have a bounty on my head. Whoopsie. But
Did you get it? Did your invitation arrive? Rub it in, why don't you? If you must know, Shadowstooler has rejected me.
okay, here we go.
Again.
Okay, we're safe here. Alright, sorry.
Why are we
But
good?
let's see what we got. I really okay. So I'm gonna sell off, I think, a lot of this right now. Like, and how much damage do we actually take? Not too bad. Okay. So, I mean, one of the examples of people who come in from PvP is if you have a healer, they're used to just keeping people alive and not actually helping to strengthen them. That's not always true, but so how you go about doing it and your approach, I would say, is a bit different. And also opposed as to going in and sniping people occasionally, you're going to want to do more of your wide area attacks, taking out large groups of things as opposed to single point, single focus. So there's a lot of issues with the PvP people whenever they're not really prepared for PvE. And anyone who's been playing long enough pretty much knows these things, so it's nothing new. Okay. Am I upstanding now? I think so. I'll just double check my character. Yep. Okay, I don't see anything. Yeah, bounty 0. Okay. So we are good to come out here. And we are still queued for a dungeon. Alright. Anything interesting here? Probably not. Okay. I'm just kind of going around here real quick. Alright, got that. Full match. There we go. Okay, so I don't normally do this, but since we're just queued up and we don't have a lot of watchers at this time, I know it's a Tuesday night, so there's not tons of people. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and break here. I know on some nights I try to put it out so that we have like part one and part two. Um, I will be right back. I just need a quick break, get something to drink, that sort of thing, and I don't want to just like hold everybody up. So I just prefer to just break here for a moment, and we're gonna end this stream right now. And I will be right back. I really will. I need to take a break. I'm so sorry. Again, this is Midnight Muse, and I will be back. Okay.